The year is 264 BC. For decades, Rome has been expanding its empire across the Mediterranean. But now it has set its sights on the great city of Carthage, a powerful trading empire in North Africa. With its army poised for invasion, Rome issues an ultimatum to Carthage: surrender or face the consequences. What follows is one of the most epic clashes in ancient history, a war that will determine the fate of two empires and change the course of Western civilization forever. Carthage vs. Rome, Episode 1. The Punic Wars. Our story begins in the mid-3rd century BC with two dominant powers in the Western Mediterranean, the mighty Roman Republic and the great city of Carthage. Founded by the Phoenicians around 814 BC, Carthage had grown into a major power in North Africa. Its economy was driven by trade, and it had a strong navy that controlled the Western Mediterranean. But as Rome expanded its empire, the two powers clashed over control of the sea. In 264 BC, Rome went to war against the Greek city of Massilia, located in present-day Marsala. But the conflict quickly turned into a disaster for the Romans. The Massiliads were backed by Carthage, and their navy was no match for the Carthaginians. It became clear that Rome needed help, so they turned to their ally, the Greek kingdom of Epirus. But even with reinforcements, the Romans were struggling. They needed a miracle to turn the tide of war. Meanwhile, deep in the heart of Africa, a young man named Hannibal Barca was watching the war between Rome and Massilia with great interest. He was a member of a noble Carthaginian family and had served in the military since he was a teenager. But his real dream was to become a statesman and lead Carthage to new heights of power. He believed that the war with Rome was a golden opportunity to prove himself and bring glory to Carthage. So he hatched a daring plan. Hannibal assembled a small group of elite soldiers and began a secret training program. He taught them new battle tactics and how to use guerrilla warfare techniques to defeat their larger and more powerful enemy. The soldiers were initially skeptical, but Hannibal's confidence was contagious, and soon they were all on board. Together, they would change the course of the war and make Hannibal a legend. But first, they had to get through the next 3 years of fighting. And what followed was one of the most incredible displays of military genius in ancient history. Hannibal led his troops on a series of daring raids behind enemy lines, striking at Roman supply depots and cutting off their